Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show. Talk about the X's and O's. Talk and break down for the success of each team.
Slow your roll.
Whether he has something to do with it or not, we are adding that to the clock.
Ain't no team gonna freaking run the ball like that. That's challenging your manhood.
Not too much.
People still remember that.
So look, I don't need to hear anything from you, Mike.
It's been a crazy week for college football.
They value seniority.
When they're looking at the schedule, that's a tough schedule. Go beat everyone.
You already know.
Let's go.
You already know.
Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show, hosted by your boy 216. Also, your man's E.G. Laflare. Also, your guy Truther, and also produced by your very, very, very own, the awesome Walt K Disney. This is your national college football show. We have a college football focus. You got any topics? Make sure you put them in the chat, and we will get to them at the end of the show. What's going on, everybody?
Man,
what's good?
hey, bouncing back, man.
It's been a minute for me. It's been a
It's
minute.
been a minute for both of y'all.
The game's all here.
Yeah.
Hey, but before we get into it, we want y'all to go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. Please do. So that way you guys are ahead and in the know of everything that's coming to you through the Best Damn Media all week. We appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. So we got a lot to discuss for this upcoming show. So let's get right into it. So we got our topic for this show is Pretenders and Contenders. But before we get into that, let's get into some hot topics. So we all know Ryan Day and Lou Holtz have been going back and forth before the Ohio State knocked out Notre Dame this past week. But in case you haven't heard Lou's latest response, let's go ahead and roll that clip right quick.
Well, that's his choice. I can understand why he did. He doesn't want to talk about Michigan, 0-2. He doesn't want to talk about the big game coming up against Penn State and against Michigan again. He's a great coach. He's done a tremendous job. He's a great offensive mind. He hired an outstanding defensive coordinator from Oklahoma State, I think, and he's doing a tremendous job for him. Ohio State's a good football team. I don't think they're a great football team. And he can go after me all he wants, but I remember when we were playing Miami, and there was a big tall of blue, and
so I feel like
Lou couldn't even stay on topic.
God damn, nigga spit all over me. Shit. So go. Nigga. Shit, bro.
I remember when we was playing with blue.
That nigga old as hell, bro. Go ahead, Diz. My bad.
No. Like Mike said, he couldn't even stay on topic. He started rambling, going off on other subjects, different things like that. Mike, I know you sent this over to the group. So what's your take on his response?
I mean, his response, like, here's the thing that, it's crazy all the people that are coming out to defend him, but it just shows the error, the soft-ass error that we are in nowadays. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I was raised as a man, your word is your bond. When you say something, you got to stand on that. You got to stand on that, right? You call somebody soft, you got to stand on that. He also talking about, I felt Notre Dame won the game and talking about he want to talk about me, but he don't want to talk about this game's coming up. That's not the next opponent. What's the point? His only press conference was a post-game press conference about what? What just transpired in Notre Dame, right? Now you trying to switch the subject, flip it all to this, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Just be a man, stand on your word, say, hey, my bad, I was wrong. They were tough. They won the game. If you can watch film, which, he's a coach, he should know how to watch film, but we know he hasn't. Toughness has not been an issue for Ohio State since 2021, right? We know what the issue was last year. What was the issue? The secondary, right? Toughness has not been an issue for this team, bro. Dude's reaching. What about you, Cam?
What you got, Cam?
My whole thing is this. Like, I got respect for Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz is an old school coach. He won a national championship on the staff with Woody Hayes. He did his Notre Dame thing. He's got his 90s. He's been around the block, all that. That's woo-wah cool. That being said, the fact that he is all of those things, the fact that he does have the ties to Ohio State, the fact that he is a legendary coach is why I think Ryan Day took it so serious. Because it's like, if you going on national television and you was so gassed up to the point to call me soft, to name out all my L's, and didn't mention one time about Notre Dame losing to fucking Marshall last year with the same fucking head coach, that's not fucking tough. Didn't mention about all the fucking L's that Notre Dame took throughout the years, that's not fucking tough. That Ryan Day didn't fucking take. So I feel like the smoke is there. Like, they going to talk about how old he is. If old niggas can talk shit, old niggas can get the smoke.
What is it time for Lou Holtz to, go to a retirement home? My bad. Let's not do that.
I think he is in a retirement home. They do have curfew at retirement homes. You got to turn the TV off by a certain time. So he's probably not able to watch film. He probably didn't even watch the end of the game. Probably, woke up thinking that Notre Dame had won, right? I mean, let's just be honest about it. And I mean, Cam brought up like a great point. They lost to Marshall. Let's also talk like you got sex. Notre Dame got sexed up by a G5 school in Cincinnati at home. Like, that place has not been just a place where teams go to die and lose and shit. No, it's not Death Valley, bro. It's not the whiteout.
Nope. Hey, we'll see what happens next week. I don't think we've heard the end of Lou Holtz. I feel like he's always going to have his hand into something. So
I think EG was a Lou Holtz defender, to be honest with you.
Hey,
yeah, let's get EG take on it.
I'm not defending anyone, but listen, what did he say that's so wrong? You guys played Notre Dame down to the last fucking possession, last play of the game. It's not like you guys had a comfortable win. Let's not pump your head up that much, guys. Come on. He didn't say
it wasn't
anything.
Comfortable. It was a tough win.
Hey, he didn't say anything wrong. Ohio State is
whoa. Did he use that T word? Did he say tough?
I do not think Ohio State is a great football team either, man. I'm not a fan, so I don't look at it like you guys, but I don't think they're a great football team. This is their most impressive win so far. You guys won that on the last play of the game.
It's week 4, bro.
I don't see anything that makes Ohio State that impressive.
This is just crazy, bro.
All right.
I'm sorry. Y'all a good football team. 4-0.
All right, hold on. You're just talking about this year. You're not talking about like as an overall program. That you're not saying that you do realize Ohio State's a great program, right?
Of course, man. Come on.
Okay. You just
talking about right now. Okay. But yeah, if he was talking about program, that's a different story. They're a great program. But
I mean, that's what he did. But that's what he did.
I didn't watch the full video.
He didn't bring up that they're not tough because of this year. He brought up every game in Ryan Day's tenure since year 1 is what he did. When you sat there and you said, what did he say wrong? He was wrong. You can't tell me that the Ohio State team wasn't tough in 2019.
I mean,
you can't tell me that team in 2020 wasn't a tough team.
When you're thinking of tough, you're thinking of a team with defense. And also, Ryan Day has underachieved, man. Let's be realistic here.
Underachieved.
With all the pros you guys produce, come on now.
Bro. This is crazy.
I mean, it'll take a rocket science to succeed, man. Y'all haven't won a championship with Ryan Day.
Okay, we haven't won a championship, but that does not mean that your program is not great. Here's the thing, EG, because you were also on record and you were one of the ones before Kirby even won a national championship. You were saying that he had a top great elite program. And here's the thing, if you want to let's talk about this. Active head coaches with highest winning percentage. I think Kirby was coaching maybe 2 years before Ryan Day got the job? 3 years? Well, he got hired in 2016?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's 3 years, right?
3 years.
Okay. Active head coaches with highest win percentage against ranked teams. Number 1 starts off with Ryan Day, 16-6 with a 72.7% win percentage. Oof. Kirby Smart is 28-12.
EG about to cry.
70%. Nick Saban is 68.2%. Lincoln Riley is 65%.
My boy go cry.
And
Chill out. All right, chill. He dead. He dead.
In that number 5, Tom Herman at 60%.
Oh my God.
It's just crazy you say that a coach can underachieve, but then he's been doing everything better than motherfucking Kirby Smart. And here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. You won't let me finish.
Don't you say that.
See, here's the thing. Motherfuckers talk too much, and they don't even listen. Because here's the thing. It took Kirby Smart how many years to win a fucking national championship? It took him 5. So if you're sitting here talking about the coaches in their first 4 years, because that's what this shit's going on, right? Talking about up to right now, who had a better fucking resume? Ryan fucking Day through the first 4 years. So don't sit here. If y'all can give Kirby Smart all this credit before he won the national championship, God damn it, you gonna give Ryan Day that shit.
Let me piggyback. Let me piggyback. Hold on, EG. I'll let you go. Let me piggyback on this. Also, the narratives for Kirby Smart was that he wasn't able to recruit the offensive guys. He wasn't able to score. He wasn't able to do that, which is the same situation we've been dealing with Ryan Day when they said the defense is soft. All they can do is score. It's kind of flip-flop, vice versa. And now we got a defense, so we're going to see what Ryan Day do.
Y'all got a defense?
Top 6, my boy.
I'll tell you this. Ohio State couldn't even stop Arkansas State from putting up like a fucking yard. So I mean, to sit here and say that you haven't seen improvement from the secondary or the defense would just be crazy.
I'm pretty sure, Mike, we were in the hundreds of man coverage last year.
Oh yeah, we definitely were.
Like in the hundreds, like mid hundreds, like.
But we're not now though.
No, I don't think so. I think we're 4, number 4.
All right, guys, move along.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We definitely gonna get into the pretenders and contenders.
I think we're number 4 in pass defense. Yeah, I think we are. And we played the great Sam Hartman too. It's crazy. But go ahead, Diz. Get us right.
Top quarterback.
Hey, we still need more. We still got some show to go. We got to get into the pretenders and contenders. So we gonna get into it. But we got one more before we get into the SEC and all of that. So Coach Prime, I know that with Hunter out for Colorado, people are questioning Coach Prime and why he's not playing one of his best on the team, Cormani McLean. And so let's hear what Coach actually had to say about
I wonder if you could elaborate on what you want to see him do, 1. And 2, did he help his case?
Study, prepare.
Study,
prepare, be on time for meetings, show up to the darn meetings. Understand what we're doing as a scheme. Want to play this game, desire to play this game, desire to be the best in this game, at practice, in the film room, and on your own free time. You do know that I check film time for each player upon the week. Thursday, I need film times from the whole staff so I can see who's been preparing. And that's just not about commodity, it's about a multitude of them. So if I don't see that you would be a fool to put somebody out there and they're unprepared.
AG, I know you sent this to us in the group chat. So
hey,
what you got?
I feel like this is very deep, man. I'm hoping he's not McLean is not one of those guys who's getting the NIL money and just sitting back, coasting, just thinking he's the man, thinking it's going to be handed to him. Like when you want to be the best, I think when Travis Hunter walked in there, Prime saw Travis Hunter, that guy want to be great. That guy want to be the leader out there. McLean has to show that. While he was being recruited, his rating was already dropping. This is a bad look for him to be known as a guy missing practice or not in the weight room, not studying film. That's a very bad look. I mean, I'm pretty sure the kid can turn around because he's with Prime. He can turn it around. But, man, very bad look, man. I hope he's not just enjoying the NIL money and just kicking it like we thought kids would do. Some of the good kids will go in that direction. I hope he's not one of those guys who take that $1 million or so and just be doing whatever.
Do you think it's because, I know you think it's because of the NIL, but, coming in as a freshman too, you still, your brain is still developing and different things like that. You got a lot of other excitement here and there. So Do you think it could be a little bit of that as well?
Man, honestly, I don't know if it's that, but I feel like when a kid knows he can't play right away, sometimes, he allows distractions to creep in. Deion Sanders' son, of course, he's going to play his son at DB. And Travis Hunter is the other guy at DB. I feel like he knew he didn't have a position right off the top, so the distractions kind of crept in, and he's kind of, away from the game right now. But if you hungry, man, you stay in there and you wait for your turn because, look, Travis Hunter is hurt. Things happen in football, man. You got to stay ready if you want to be great.
Yeah, Mike, I know we were talked about last season about, how this NIL could change the game of college football as well. What's your take on this?
Well, I'll take the different approach. Everybody is some people think it's NIL, but it's not always NIL. I got into a little spat with someone on Twitter because I guess they've never been a mentee or a mentor before, right? Some guys can go through life and not need a mentor, right? But some people do. We heard, certain rumors and things about Kermani when he was down there, certain issues that he probably would have. What he needs is a mentor. Deion puts D's and L's on people's chests, right? The D's stand for dogs. The L's stand for leaders. It's up to them leaders in there to pull him along, to be those mentors. And it's up to those GAs and those coaches also to be those mentors. Why is Cormani, that he has an issue being late, right? So why is somebody not knocking on his door, not beating his down door? Does he not have roommates where they should be like, hey, Cormani, get up? Now, I know that the guy has to have some will. What if he's saying, hey, I'm not doing it and not listening to the leaders and stuff? You know what they used to do on the football teams back in the day? Push you right out the program. We would do things to make you want to quit the team, right? Like that's what you would do. I hope that that's not the case. Hope the guy can lock in. I just think that, he needs a mentor, and maybe, the mentor that he has might not be the best one. Might need to look into pairing him up with someone different as well. You, Cam?
Yeah, Cam, what you got?
From that interview, what I got is Prime is a coach. Some people say BYOJ, bring your own juice. Like, you playing Division I football. I'm a fucking Hall of Famer. I came from the slums. I came from nothing, and I watch film every fucking day with no NIL. And I was outside working on my craft, doing what I was doing, trying to get to the league because me wanting to be great was bigger than anything that I had going on and all that intel for me to be great. If I gotta tell you as a 5-star to come to practice, to watch film, to give a shit about the game, Prime ain't dealing with that. Because you know what? It's another Kamani going to be rolling in next year. You know what? His give a shit are going to be high as hell. So keep playing with Prime all you want, bro. He's a Hall of Famer. He done won Super Bowls. This nigga been in a World Series. And we talking about how a nigga need a mentor to show up to film on time, bro. Prime ain't got time for that. Come on, bro. like either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, I'll go find somebody that do. Bro,
Cam,
you know how Prime is, bro. He not about to sit
I know how Prime is, but I'm also I just want to play devil's advocate, right?
You might want to, come to practice.
Do you know of any Ohio State players who waited till they last year to finally start locking in and watching film and things like that?
We don't know anything about that because
Steve Miller, Curtis Grant,
bro.
Those were two guys who have admitted that it took them to their last year for them to actually lock in and get their give a shitter up.
The Cormani situation is way different, bro, because that shit that broke the internet that the number one corner in the nation is going to a team that was absolutely abysmal to be mentored and to become the next great DB by the Prime Deion Sanders. And he got Prime on national TV with a straight face saying he don't want it. He don't want to come to meetings. He don't want to do this. He don't want to do that. That's not the same as whoever from Ohio State that didn't pay attention or give a shit for the first 2 years when they had first rounders in front of them. There's no first rounders in front of him. He was supposed to come in and beat a guy, and he let Prime down, and we can hear it in his voice.
They said F around and find out, Coach Fromm. Well, let's get into speaking of the Pac-12, let's get into the race for the college football playoffs. Right now, it seems like it is pretty wide open. So for the Pac-12, who do y'all have as a contender and a pretender on this? Let's go ahead and go with Cam, because I know one of your sleeper teams was part of the Pac-12.
Yeah, but you know who I picked. You know who I picked to win it on Buckeye BS back in the spring, but I ain't gonna say that. But I picked the Washington motherfucking Huskies to win the Pac-12 on Buckeye BS back in April. I picked them because I knew that wide receiver core was elite, and I knew that they had an elite offensive coordinator, and they was going to be the only team that was going to be consistently able to score with USC in a head-to-head matchup. I know everybody's hyping Oregon. That's cool. I don't believe in that Oregon shit because they always fall. But Washington got a real quarterback. They all old as hell. They all got shit going on for them. So I got Washington coming out of there. And I still think Oregon State gonna get a big upset this year from one of them teams. Oh, okay. And Washington State, don't sleep on them either. Low key on the lowest key, might have a quarterback as good as Penix. On the lowest key, watch some film.
Oh, okay.
Watch the film. Watch the film.
I might have to pull out on the record on this, Mike.
On the record.
I mean. I think it's crazy how great the Pac-12 has been starting off this season. And you talk about all of these teams not going to be in this conference next year. Like, I think that's crazy, man. You're talking about a conference who has a lot of contenders. I mean, they have, I think, pretty good contenders. I think Oregon's a contender. I think Washington's a contender. Utah is a contender. Once if they're able to ever get their quarterback back, right? But let's talk about pretenders, right? Everybody was hyping up UCLA. I think UCLA just took their first L this past weekend. Thought that Oregon State, which was one of Cam's sleeper teams. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get past Utah this week, but I do like that DJU is getting looking a whole lot better. I just don't think that the pieces are all around them as a team as a whole to be great. So, I mean, Pac-12, shout out to them, man. But what everybody is saying, they calling them the Pac-2 now.
Not the Pac-2. Not the Pac-2. EG, who you got?
Hey, man, it's strange. Of course, I got Washington, man. That they looking good. That was my Heisman choice, Michael Penix. He's one of those guys I had up there winning the Heisman, man, because I heard a little chatter this summer about that they had the sleeper best wide receiver room in the Pac-12, and I know a USC fan who said it's nowhere near that close, but hey, it's proven to be looking good, man. And the wide receiver core looks just as, maybe even better than USC, man. Of course, I feel like we still shouldn't sleep on USC. They have a lot of tough games on their schedule, but I still think USC. But one team I don't want people to overlook is what happened? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you do. You good.
One team I don't want people to overlook is Oregon. I think Oregon coming out there stopping another Heisman contender, holding him to 6 points, holding Colorado and Shador to 6 points. I think Oregon made a statement showing their defense in that game. I think this year is going to be an offensive championship, of course, but a team that can show just a little defense is going to win the championship. And I think Oregon showed this past weekend that they got just enough defense. Now, they got a little defense. Of course, the Pac-12 is not known for having it, but Oregon showed, hey, they held them to 6. That was very impressive to me. Not only is that impressive, they have an old quarterback who's a veteran who should be ready to take on every big game that he faces this year, man. So, hey, don't sleep on Oregon. Of course, Washington looks nice. USC looks good. The whole Pac-12 is shining right now. Washington State even has a big win over a Big Ten team. And They beat who? Oregon State. I think, man, the Pac-12 they look good right now.
Hey, and let's not forget Utah. Utah.
I'm just not. I don't know if I'm sold on them without that quarterback there, but you know what I'm saying. Utah is a good team. They showed that they can win without their QB. Very first game of the season. That was an impressive win.
That was definitely an impressive win. Oh, you said Utah's out. Okay. Someone had a question up here, and let's see. Let me go back to it. But they did mention that USC might take 2 L's this year. So, do y'all think it's possible that USC could possibly
with that defense? Anything is possible, man.
Bro, what they're susceptible to is a team getting up to an early lead and just pounding a rock and limiting possessions for Caleb Williams to play backyard boogie. So, that's what's happening to them. They're a couple turnovers away, going down 10-13 to a team just pounding the ball and playing keep away. And then Caleb Williams going to press like he always do, and then probably lose to Utah twice in a row.
Let me ask you this.
Is Cam Rising coming back this week?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me ask you this question though. Does the Pac-12 have the best and most efficient quarterbacks?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. That's a good question. Since the SEC has not a lot right now. They don't have a lot of QBs right now, but great question.
QBs overrated.
What was that, Mike? Hold on. I couldn't hear that.
I don't know. Ignore
Mike. All y'all QBs overrated. I mean, you're talking about I mean, let's talk. I mean, all the SEC QBs overrated. KJ was supposed to be the best returning QB coming back. That shit is. Tennessee folks, shout out to my Tennessee folks. They told me it was Joe Heisman season. That shit ass.
Nah. I agree with that.
I mean, the Jaden Daniels was supposed to take a leap. That shit ass. Motherfuckers told me at Bama that Jalen Milroe shit was gonna be good. That shit ass. I mean,
Buckner, both of them.
Should I keep going? I mean, god damn. I think the only motherfucker y'all got down there is Dart. Well, actually, he fucked up this weekend. So hey.
Yeah.
AJ is still the best quarterback in the conference.
This motherfucker. Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
Hey, Smoke. Hold on, Smoke. We gotta tell the truth about over here in Best Damn Media, bro. We told you about Joe Milton, bro. We told you. Y'all saw him do a backflip and throw a ball 80 yards. And what you saw him do, you saw him do that same shit he saw in the highlights. A nigga was throwing a 10-yard drag and he threw that bitch 80 yards, bro. That's all he got, bro. No touch, no nothing, bro. You gotta listen to us, bro. Joe Milton is this year's Josh Gaddis. That is this year's Josh Gaddis. Big Ten people told y'all about Josh Gaddis. And we told y'all about Joe Milton. So this is example number 2 for y'all to listen to, boys from the Big Ten. Oh, by the way, Graham Mertz will show his face as well.
I'm ready to see that.
It's like, I lie for Graham Mertz, man. Keep balling.
No, I'm ready.
Nah, he gonna show his face. I'm waiting on
I lie like shit, Graham Mertz. Keep balling, baby.
Look, Tennessee fans definitely waiting on that. Okay, well, let's get into some Big Ten. So who y'all got as pretenders and contenders? So let's go ahead and get into it. I think I'm gonna start with. Let's go ahead and go with EG first. EG, what you got?
Lord.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
He wanted to go last.
Where you go? No.
Let me go ahead and go.
Oh my God, bro! I already know what you about to be on, bro.
Of course, we know who the best team is in the Big Ten right now.
Oh, let me go on mute.
Michigan, come on now. We know they're the best team in the Big Ten right now. They looking real good. Their matchup isn't as tough as a Notre Dame. Shout out Ohio State for the nice victory. That was a great victory. But I'm still not sold on Ohio State. But a team we still don't need to sleep on is Penn State. Those three teams, Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State, those are the good teams in the conference. Everyone else are pretenders. We saw supposedly the fourth best team lose to who was just talking about Washington State. We don't want to hear anything about it being 4 teams there. Chris Drew, come on. But we don't want to hear anything about that. But hey, 3 teams in the Big Ten, they're all looking good right now. I still think Michigan is the best team.
Okay. And I'm gonna elaborate on this for you because I really want to walk you down when after we cook you for this. So tell me what about Michigan is the best? What do they do that's the best?
Michigan has the best backfield in the country. They have a better defense
Based off of what?
than
Based
you
off
guys.
Off what? Off what? Off what?
What?
Why do they have the best running backs in the country?
He ain't watched the game. He ain't watched the game.
Yeah, he don't watch it.
I mean, I haven't watched them 4 games into the season, no. But I know what Michigan's returning.
So how do you know?
I know what Michigan's returning. I only watched one Ohio State game, and I'm gonna tell you this.
So you going off last year? Now you talking last year? You're not talking this year, right?
I'm talking body of work. What they have returning?
Those people that
You said they got the best 2 backs this year, but
yes,
what have they done this year?
I mean, I'm not checking. It's not important right now. They got 2 important games a year, just like you guys. 2 important games a year.
Well, we got 3 now. We just beat a top 10 team on the road.
Yeah, that's a good win. Salute to y'all. That was the best team y'all done beat in over 2 or 3 years.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Penn State wasn't good last year.
Penn State. I mean, they that's okay. That's a good victory.
Hold on.
That's a good victory.
Let him keep this narrative. Let him keep this narrative because Michigan fans was telling us that Notre Dame's ass. So let him keep this narrative. Notre Dame's a very good team.
Damn, bro.
Let him keep that narrative. Let him keep
Where that
it.
sunshine pumper at?
Hey, I'm just saying, y'all too high on Ohio State. They don't look that well, man. This just is what it is, man. Michigan is a good team. Their body of work is nice. We can't judge them against the
Their
small
body
team.
of work is nice.
Yeah, I mean the team they returning.
So
We explained this.
who
I
are
thought
you
you
judging?
were talking
Hold on,
about.
hold on,
I
Mike.
thought you were.
Mike, did you hear it? So who you said? No. I'm about to walk this nigga down. So you said we can't judge Michigan on their body of work so far because you're about to say they're playing trash opponents. What about Ohio State?
Y'all got a good W right now. I said that.
No. I'm saying no. You're saying you're not judging Michigan because they ain't played nobody yet. That's what you just tried to say.
Yeah. Okay. What's the point?
You were saying we was trash before we played Notre Dame.
I never said Ohio State was trash.
Okay.
Not trash. You trying to screw my words. I never called them trash.
Screw what EG was saying, man. Anyways, man, we're gonna talk about the contenders of the Big Ten, man. Contenders of the Big Ten. You definitely got the Big Three. Obviously, the best division in college football right now is the Big Ten East, man. Hands down. EG can put his hands on his head. Don't sit here. Hold on. EG, I want you to go ahead and get your stuff off. Disney, get ready to click the on the record for us. EG, go ahead. What's the best division in college football right now, EG?
Currently, it's the Pac-12. What do you mean?
What division in the Pac-12, EG?
I mean, I don't know who.
So you don't know divisions. Okay, anyways, let me finish because you don't know the divisions in the Pac-12. Anyways, like I said,
I can't even watch all their games, man.
You can't watch all their games. Their games been on national TV. I've been watching all of them.
I go to bed, my man.
It's curfew.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, like I was saying, the Big Three, that's Ohio State, that's that team up north, and that's Penn State or whatever. And to be honest, you can't sit here and tell me that no team from the Pac-12 could come through and just roll through those 3 teams. You could not. So I'm sorry. So anyways, hold on. So when you're talking about contenders, man, I mean the pretenders of the Big Ten, gotta talk. Iowa, definitely a pretender. They gotta fire their offensive coordinator. Kirk, I think they should fire the head coach too, because he keeping them around. Also, I'm gonna say Wisconsin's a pretender. They do not have, like I've been saying, they were one of my sleeper teams, but they do not have the pieces that they need this year to do what they need to do on offense. It's not gelling right now. I could see them gelling maybe next year with this offense. And then let's see, who's another? I can't see nobody else, man. I ain't thinking about nobody else. Oh, Maryland might be a pretender. Maryland might be a pretender. They 4-0 right now. I think it's crazy. Hold on, Cam. Cam, I think that this is crazy because I noticed this shit last year, right? Because what they'll do is if there's a 4-0 SEC team, they'll rank them in the top 25. But you got a 4-0 Maryland team, possibly going to go 5-0 after they beat Indiana, right? Man, and then they'll rank them right before they play who? Ohio State. And then they'll kick them back out the top 25. I think that's complete bullshit. I think that's complete bullshit.
It looks better for y'all, man.
I think that's complete bullshit. But this is exactly why I'm on the record why I say the AP poll is trash. Go ahead, Ken.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my heart to hearts, there's only 2 contenders in the Big Ten, and that's Ohio State and Penn State. October 21st is going to be the Big Ten championship game. I think that Penn State gets weird on Michigan when they go to Happy Valley, and I don't think that Michigan has the offense to fuck with our defense this year. Because if you look at the ways that we lost it in last year, it was explosive plays and bad DB plays, and that's exactly where we're the strongest at right now. So them niggas can pull up if they want to. They can do whatever they got to because our front seven was doing what the fuck we was doing. This is Penn State, Ohio State race, and the Michigan niggas is there for TV ratings and feel-good stories because niggas love to see Ohio State down, but that shit is over with, bro. Think about it. We saw J.J. McCarthy throw 3 interceptions to Bowling Green. Niggas shrugged it off like blah, blah, blah. What they say. What they tell us, Mike, they told us, this season – Jim Harbaugh, he knows that we need to have a passing game. He knows that we need to have a prolific passing game and be able to spread it out and do all of these things and win a national championship. And then when they went into halftime, getting their ass whooped by Rutgers, what they do? 12 personnel, ground and pound, straight to that play action shit that they always like to do. We know you niggas. You can't fool us, bro. I know you niggas, man. Stick to what you do. Don't fucking try to be nobody else. Do that Michigan shit.
We got a special guest.
Get your little 2 L's and then go from there, bro. So Ohio State, Penn State. The rest of that shit, who cares?
Hey, Cam, before we bring our special guest up, didn't I tell you, I said, if JJ get to throwing more, there's going to be more interceptions coming along with that.
Bro, that's not what they do.
And they thought I was lying.
It's not even all JJ. They just the scheme, the receivers, it's just not there, bro.
But look, Cam, one thing you didn't mention, though, Michigan defense look good. I don't care what McCarthy has done. Michigan defense, they've given up 7 points, 3 points, 6 points, 3 points. They're not giving up points. They got to get their offense, which takes time to mesh. Their biggest thing.
Are we giving up points, EG?
Huh? Hold on. He said that they got the time. Hold on. Did you just hear what this nigga just said? Hold the fuck on.
Y'all won't let me talk.
Hold on. You're not getting it off. Because this nigga just said that they got time to get the offense together, but Ohio State doesn't have the time to get the offense together, so you don't see nothing in us?
And we got a top 10 win. We already got a top 10 win. But we ain't got no time. We just
got everything on the record. Ohio State. I never said
Ohio State. He lying too much today.
I never said Ohio State don't have time. That's crazy.
Hey,
we got our special guest up here.
Hey, EG. Hey, EG. I mean this as disrespectfully as possible. Your college football takes can kiss my black ass. You get on this show every fucking week and you just want to hate on Ohio State for no fucking reason, nigga. This shit's crazy. No, hell no, nigga, because when JJ McCarthy threw 3 picks against the 5th best team in Ohio,
this defense
sabbatical. No, you took a sabbatical. We didn't give you vacation days, nigga. You dipped. He threw 3 picks against the 5th best team in Ohio. Nowhere to be seen, nigga.
So let me say this.
Hey, no. You don't get to say a motherfucking thing, bitch, for 39 minutes straight. EG, you don't get to do it, bro. Because if it was any other team, you would have been like, yeah, man, that shit's ass. Yeah, this, yeah, that. In fact, I'm to the point where I don't even know if you watch Michigan, because if you did, you would see the offense has been garbage, and really they needed trick plays to get things going. Nigga, what would you have said if Ohio State needed a trick play, a flea flicker or reverse flea flicker to beat Youngstown State? You would have came on this show and said, y'all offense really not that. I mean, we done seen it in the SEC. That shit would have been dead. Arkansas really would have put y'all in the dirt. Like, talk about niggas not looking well. Nigga, talk about Michigan not looking well. Nigga, talk about the fact that we saw the Penn State front seven get pushed around for an entire half against Iowa, and Iowa has 2 black players on the entire roster. Like, we can talk about it, EG, but don't get up in here and lie. And then it's crazy because the SEC bias is so deep rooted in this boy's heart. We asked you a simple question. We gave you the slam dunk question, the lob. You're supposed to be like LeBron right behind. I mean, I know you're Austin Rivers. We could do it at Duke too. Listen, bro. It was a slam dunk. All you had to do was say the division with Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan was the best division. It's easy. That one's good. But instead, you want to get on to here and crack the microphone open and say the Pac-12. Nigga, you don't even know the Pac-12 divisions. It was easy, EG. It was easy. Austin Rivers, you're my favorite player, bro. You had one of the hardest mixtapes out. You was really really changed hoop mixtapes forever. And then you want to get on here and lie. Cut it out.
Hey man, I just want to say this.
Austin Rivers is favorite player.
I just want to say this. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you share this, man. We are shooting the ones. Chris and EG shooting the ones, man. It's EG turn, man. Go ahead, EG.
One more thing. Ohio State's gonna boom on Michigan this year. Put it on the record.
Put it on the record. Good job, my guy. Hey, look. All I'm gonna say is,
nigga, you don't get a response. I'm out.
We can rewind the tapes. The biggest thing Michigan got going is their defense. I've said that.
He gone. It's over. Finito. Throw in the towel.
Damn. You said that they got defense.
Their biggest thing they have is defense. They had the most returning starters on defense.
Okay.
And now we can go back to the old.
So hold on. Whose offense do you think will be better once they get it together?
Go ahead and lie.
Ohio State or Penn State? Ohio State or Penn State? Whose offense will be better? In your words, since they got all season to get it together.
So you said Michigan or Ohio State, right?
Yes. Whose offense will be better?
Since when has Michigan has better offense than Ohio State, Mike?
Okay, so hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get this together. I'm trying to align this up. I'm trying to make sure that 1 + 1 = 2 and not 3. Okay. All right. So you're giving the nod of offense to Ohio State, right? And then on the defensive side, you said, oh, they got a defense. But Ohio State has a defense too. That's like literally, it's like almost 1A, 1B right now, right? Let's just say it's 1A, 1B. Because I think Ohio State's defense is better right now, but I just want to, do you want to go 1A, 1B, or what you want?
I mean, I don't have to rank them, man.
Okay, because hold on. My thing is this. You can give the nod to that team up north. And even if you still did, because of how close Ohio State is on the defensive side, how much better they are this year, what does that equal to? Who's the better team?
We ain't got to do all that analytical stuff. Come on now.
Hold on. I didn't bring up no stats. I didn't bring up no analytics. None. I'm just bringing up common sense logic questions.
Weren't you guys the better team on paper last year?
Oh,
actually,
no. Hold on.
Offense only.
No. On offense only, yes. Like we just
said, you guys will be this year.
This is what I said earlier in the show. SEC fans do too much of this and not enough listening, because we told you that our secondary was 100 and what in the country, because If you watch that game, they wasn't getting the run game off. That shit was averaging maybe 2 yards. They was getting the fucking over the shots throws on our secondary, which is what put them up. They didn't get the long runs. They got 2 long runs at the end of the game. So if that defense is better and they can't get them over the shot throws and that run game,
can we mention this? JJ McCarthy threw 12 for 24 that game. So he was really ass. We were just
that shit wasn't even 50%.
He was making some big time throws that game.
Nigga, EG, you could have threw that ball up to praise Jesus and somebody run up under it. Bro, as bad as he sexed up Cam Martinez, bro.
Hey, Ohio State, y'all defense is okay for right now, man. Keep it up.
Okay.
All right, Dez. Get us right, Dez. Get us right.
Let's get in the EG conference. I know his conference. Gotta be there.
We gotta. We might skip a couple.
Hold on, Dez. Hold on. Time out. Dez, let's hear yours.
Oh,
yeah, who you think pretenders? Yeah.
Oh, in the Big Ten.
Yeah, you can get cooked too.
Because producer? I have respect for the Ohio State, so I definitely have them as a contender. I definitely, but I definitely think Penn State. I want to see how their season goes because Cam, you educated me a little bit about them, so I've been watching them a little bit more. So I'm interested to see where Penn State goes, and I didn't know that who's 4-0? Is it Maryland?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maryland's 4-0. So that's something I got to educate myself on because that's interesting. We'll see how that goes. I definitely think they are a pretender. We haven't heard nothing from Maryland in the last couple of years. But anyway, let's get to the conference where, it just means more. Let's go to the SEC. Let's talk about the contenders and pretenders in that conference. And EG, since I started with you last time, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Let's go ahead and switch to Mike. Mike, who you got as? Let's just give me 1 and 2 for contenders and 1 and 2 for pretenders.
The contenders. I mean, right now we just got to go ahead put Georgia in there. Shit, man. Right now, everybody else is a fucking pretender, man. Right now, Bama looks like a fucking pretender. Everybody want to say, oh, it was because Tyler Buckner was in there. It's the reason why they struggled against USF. Bro, I watched Bama's O-line and what they did to freaking Cincinnati, and you telling me that you couldn't maul down USF and just run the ball down their throat and just score every time like that? Something's wrong with you. Definitely a pretender. And then you said a second one. I'll save that team for another one. But LSU is a pretender, quarterback situation. I mean, honestly, it looks like a Brian Kelly, Notre Dame type team, to be honest with you, at LSU.
Okay. EG, who you got?
Well, first of all, man, the SEC is very strange this season, man. Early on, it always kind of looks strange, but this year is even more strange. So, of course, Georgia is a contender. I think Kentucky is the biggest pretender because they haven't lost a game yet. Missouri is a pretender. But I honestly think LSU can win some games. I think LSU gets better as the season goes. Every year, I think that's been their thing. And I think it's kind of like what they do every season. They started out bad last year, looked weird in the Florida State game, bounced back all year long. They got better. So I was just saying, don't sleep on LSU. Georgia's right there. And anybody can't beat Bama. Bama put the dual threat quarterback back in. I still think they can go back and start winning some games. I don't know about a title, but some games, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cam, what you got?
I don't know. The SEC to me is the most balanced conference in college football right now, and it's not because they have a bunch of good teams. I feel like Florida can beat Georgia any given Saturday, or Georgia can beat Florida on any given Saturday. I feel like Alabama can beat Georgia any given Saturday, and I feel like Georgia can beat Alabama any given Saturday. LSU. I feel like each one of these teams can just have a day. Oh, and Missouri. Do not sleep on Missouri. Missouri is balling right now as well in the East. So I just think that I don't know, bro. It looks like they might cannibalize. You know what the SEC reminds me of this year? They remind me of the old Pac-12 that we used to, where they just be beating each other and it's just going back and forth and it'd be a slug fight. And they'd be like, we didn't make playoffs because we just beat up each other so bad. That's what the fucking SEC remind me of, bro. I think that they're going to get one team in and it's just going to be a dogfight. And it might be surprising who makes it. I don't know because, I mean, everybody's writing in Georgia, but it's not like Georgia's just out here blowing motherfuckers out the water either. Auburn's ass and they're only a 14-point favorite. So who knows? Vegas know more than me.
I'm definitely going to go ahead and put Georgia as a contender, of course. I still got Tennessee in it. You know, I said it at the beginning.
But out of everyone, Georgia's a contender.
There you go, Smoke. There you go, Smoke.
I see Smoke on the show. You know, we got to represent, you know, GPO.
There you go, Smoke.
I said it at the beginning of the season that I got Tennessee beating Alabama and Georgia. So we'll definitely see what happens. Well, we got South Carolina this weekend, so we'll see what
Smokey
happens.
like that. Smokey like that. You already know. Smokey love lying about them balls, boy. I'll tell you that.
Definitely a pretender. I got LSU. I'm tired of hearing about LSU. I'm so tired of hearing about them. Missouri for sure. I think that's a fluke. I mean, they ain't really got a whole football field that you can actually go to. So, but besides that, yeah, I got Georgia and Tennessee. Hopefully beats them this year. So we'll see. We'll definitely
in the chat. Hold on. So I put a poll in the chat on who wins the SEC. Not a soul voted for Bama, bro. It's all Georgia, LSU, and then I even put Tennessee in there. Tennessee's at 6% right now. Like, they got a couple votes.
When you switching quarterbacks mid-season, bro, it's hard to pick you. And you beat South Alabama by fucking 3 points.
South Florida,
God, my bad, but you beat South Florida by 3 points. That it's hard to pick you for anything, but you're gonna have to show us that hey, we're the real deal. Right now, nobody believe that right now.
Hey, before we get to the next one, man, make sure that you are hitting that like button, man. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time we go live on Best Damn Media. We are bringing y'all content every single day. Starting off on Sunday, you got Buckeye Beat X at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Let's see. Monday through Friday, you got Buckeye Roast starting off at 8 o'clock Eastern time in the morning. On Wednesdays, you got the Fans Edge, our national show, every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern time. Sorry if I'm getting confused on my time. I'm in Central, and I'm saying the Eastern time zone. Also, check Best Damn Media out on Mark Rogers after every Ohio State game on Saturdays for the instant post-game reaction. And also check Best Damn Media out for instant reactions and weekly content on Bleacher Report.
Yes, let's go. Okay, let's get into the last conference. We running out of time. Let's get into the last conference that actually means something. Let's go to the ACC as the contenders and pretenders. We just gonna knock out one. So I need at least one contender and pretender for this. Let me get started. Let's go ahead, Cam. Let's start with you on this one.
She put Notre Dame in there.
Contenders.
Oh, damn. That's old version.
Nah, they might as well be in there.
Notre Dame will be the best team in the ACC right now, to me. Florida State.
They won the ACC last year.
Florida State, that shit that we saw against Boston College. You know what? It was a rivalry game. So I'm going to give Florida State the benefit of the doubt. FSU really, but hey, listen.
Wow.
Listen, do not put me on a record. Do not put me on a record.
Cam. If you say
do not put me on a record, man.
Let's say hypothetically then.
Hypothetically speaking, I could see a path to where the motherfucking Hurricanes like just slip in on some bullshit. Like if they beat North Carolina, FSU the only thing in their way from getting straight to the ACC championship. Like For real, from what we seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I be trolling them niggas, man, but hey, the scoreboard. They did what they did against A&M. A&M, who they are is good to be determined. But from what I've seen in the rest of the ACC, I don't know.
And I tell you this, I think Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame
contender nationally. I'm talking about for the ACC.
My bad. Go ahead, EG.
Oh no, I'm just trying to think. I know your sleeper team is not longer a sleeper team. They're trash. My sleeper team is still fighting. You pick one of you guys picked Wisconsin. And
yeah, I picked Wisconsin. They lost one game.
Yeah, and my sleeper team still looking decent. North Carolina. I got them boys being contenders.
That's true. I did clown for them.
Out.
I did clown you.
Yeah, you clowned it, and
I did clown you. I did
right now. And the thing is, this is the great thing about North Carolina. They don't have to play Florida State during the season. They don't have Florida State, so it's right for them to meet up in the championship, and that game determine everything. So I got North Carolina as a contender, and I'm gonna roll with Florida State.
Wait. Are we talking about nationally or the conference, right?
We can talk about both.
Yeah.
All right, nationally, I don't think any of them motherfuckers really fucking with me. I mean,
but you gotta understand.
There's too many great defenses this year, bro.
Let us know what y'all think in the chat. I got a poll.
Too many great defenses this year. There's too many. Everybody's got a good defense. The Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia. Like niggas is playing D this year, bro. Like,
hey,
don't
sleep on North Carolina. Don't sleep on Florida State. Watch what I'm telling you. North Carolina is gonna creep and creep. My sleeper team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think Notre Dame can win the ACC again this year. You know, they beat the people who won. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, how they're not in the ACC?" Well, they beat the ACC champ last year. They ran all through that conference, all the opponents that they played. I think they honestly can do it again this year. So we'll say Notre Dame's a contender, and you know, to beat up on the ACC for sure. They won't play for a conference championship, but I think that they're good enough to beat Clemson again. I think they're good enough to beat whoever really is on their schedule other than USC. The North Carolina, I think that they are a contender for the ACC, but not nationally. Same thing with Florida State. Clemson, they already got 2 L's, so they're obviously not even a pretender. They're just trash. But shout out to Dabo Swinney for talking shit. Number 11th, right? Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck Dabo Swinney.
Oh, whoa.
Bro, fuck Dabo.
That's a champion you talking on.
Fuck
talking about champion. He ain't even in the top 5 when it come to ranked wins. So fuck we
Follow
talking
Clemson.
about. Tom Herman better than him. Fuck we talking about.
Fuck Dabo.
I mean, hold on. Just the fact that I just said what I said, that just goes to show that everything that I was saying this offseason when we was talking and we was ranking fucking coaches, just because this motherfucker got a couple national championships or whatever, we want to put him up there. But it's cool when y'all want to dog on the Big Ten for not fucking playing nobody, right? And this motherfucker done beat up on everybody in the ACC for the past since 2013. And his percentage of win percentage against ranked teams ain't even in the top 5. That's garbage. That's shit. Tom Herman is better than you. Tom Herman is better than you when it comes to a win percentage against ranked teams. That's dog shit.
I mean, the national championships came.
Yo, my nigga Mike cooking today.
Talk about a fucking cupcake schedule leading you to a fucking natty.
Gabby comparison is crazy. I never thought somebody could do that, but he did it. Mike, you
He definitely did it.
He did it, bro. Flawlessly, might I add, bro. Just put them niggas together. I was like, I didn't even know they had anything in common. I didn't even know they had nothing even in common. I don't know where he found them stats. God
He
damn.
be going with the
I gotta
stats.
step my
Man,
game up. This
that
nigga
nigga-
Mike, man.
He go on with the analytical stats.
That
and
nigga
shit, man.
said Tom Herman.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, man, in science, man, they taught me you gotta do your research, man. Shit, went to science school when I was younger.
Okay. Now let's get to our watch list for the week. We got some game. We got football starting, I think, Thursday, all weekend. Yeah, so we got some key matchups, some top 25 matchups coming up. So I'm just gonna ask y'all who y'all got for each take. We ain't gonna put it on the record because this is just off the dome and because I haven't even watched Duke play this year or Kansas, so we'll see. But we got Oregon Beavers taking on Utah. Cam, who you got on this one? I know you're super team, but it's Utah, so we really about to see what's going on with this. Cam, who you got?
Man.
I got the Beavs. The reason why Oregon State lost to Washington was they had dynamic quarterback play. Utah will not have that. When it comes to that physicality in the trenches, they for all of that shit. That's their style. It's when you got them outside athletes running and gunning. That's where the Beavs struggled at. So that phone booth type of game that Utah want to play, that's right up the Beavs alley. I got the Beavs with the upset on the road.
Okay, Mike, who you got on the between the Beavs and Utah?
Yeah, I mean, if Cam Rising's not playing, I got to go with the Beavs. The only time that Utah has put up 30 points is when they went up against Weber State or some shit like that. So
then they did against Florida too.
Florida, they only put up 24. 24 to 11. So yeah, so they only put up 31 on Weber State or whatever the heck that is.
That shit is so high.
They've only been winning games by what? I think their biggest margin that they won against a P5 was the Florida game in the beginning of the season. So I got to go with the Beavs. Got to go with my guy DJU. Shout out to Big Dave.
Hey, I'm not worried about anything this weekend, but Texas A&M, Arkansas, it's a must win for us. We cannot go down and be 1-3. My God.
Woo.
I don't even want to think about that. That's how bad it is. So that's the only game I'm focused on. We got to go win. Texas A&M announced their quarterback is out for the season today.
I thought we was talking Utah and Oregon State.
I'm just saying.
You just pulled a Lou Holtz.
I'm about to do a mic drop because I got to slide.
just pulled a Lou Holtz.
So Arkansas A&M is what you guys need to watch this weekend. It's a must win for the Razorbacks. We cannot fall with another loss. We cannot be 1-3. Max Johnson will be the quarterback, someone we've seen before. A&M announced that their quarterback is out for the season, so that's a must win for us. We got to coach better. We got the guys, we got the dudes. Coach got to do their part. And that's it for me, man.
EG, before you drop, let me ask you this. If Arkansas fails to win this game, is that the end for Coach?
I honestly think Sam Pittman is going to retire at the end of this year anyway. When you leaving Twitter and you can't take the heat in the kitchen no more, you're like, man, guys are talking about my chest. They say I got a big chest. They say I gained too much weight. I think he sounds like he's coming to an end. I think Sam Pittman is about to retire. Absolutely. He came here to clean it up, to make us better, to make us fighters again. I think he's about to retire. I think he's getting to that point where he don't want to do it no more. And that's what he came to Arkansas to do, to retire. I think it's coming soon. An ugly season this year, and I think it'll happen. We need a young coach. We need to move forward. But hey, go Hogs this weekend. We cannot fall 1-3. We got to get a victory, man.
Man, make sure y'all following us on. All right, EG. Make sure y'all following us on Best Damn Media, because this Saturday I will be reporting live from Jerry's World, the Texas A&M versus the Arkansas Razorbacks game, man. Arkansas, last year thought they was going to do something. They looked like they could do something. Just wasn't able to. Here's the thing. They're not going to win this game. This game is personal. I'll tell you why this is personal. You know what I'm saying? Bobby P is coming back to town, right? Bobby P. That's Bobby. Ain't it Petrino?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Petrino is coming back to town. And I'm telling you, the one team on this schedule that he's had circled since he got this job has been that Arkansas game. And if you think he don't want to sex them up, if you think he ain't even stayed up and said, hey, honey, I'm not even staying at home this week. I'm going to be at the hotel watching film. He been doing it all week. You know how he like to be on the motorcycle with the co-eds.
I was going to say, I hope he's talking about his wife and not his whoop.
He got a co-ed on the bike. Hey, you know, he got the co-eds up there at the hotel, man. What you talking about? That's Bobby P.
Hey, so we didn't really get into the Kansas-Texas game or the Notre Dame or Duke game, but those are two games that I'm really going to pay attention to because I really haven't watched Kansas play this year, nor did I know that they were ranked in Duke. So I thought Duke was just a basketball school, so I'm very surprised by that. But yeah, but I got Texas and Notre Dame for those two games as well. So unless you guys got anything different, is there something that I should look out?
Just look out for Kansas. They got a little bit of a pass rush and they got a dynamic offense, and I can, you know, if Texas come out sleeping and sleepwalking and not focused, that can turn into an interesting game. But I think Texas pulls it out. They got too much up front this year.
Well, yeah.
And I got Notre Dame beating Duke, 100%.
Yes, Notre Dame beating Duke, Texas beating Kansas, but Cam already hit on it, man. You know, it's definitely a game to watch out for.
They have a very unique offense, bro. It's like like they do a lot of like weird.
But
shit.
then
Like
Texas and OU are known for like slipping up to teams like this too, like in the Big 12. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all the OU fans out there are hoping that Texas dropped the ball this weekend. So,
well, Texas is the only contender from the Big 12 because I'm pretty sure Big 12 fans are probably like, damn, why is people like, damn, why didn't they cover the Big 12? But I mean, why? Why cover the Big 12?
Exactly. It's the shakeup in the Big 12 anyway after this year anyway. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what we have for tonight. Before we cut out, make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Again, Mike mentioned earlier in the show that Best Damn Media has content coming for you guys all week. So before we head out, Cam, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me at I Know Things 19 on Twitter. Sometimes I'm on Facebook under Cameron. So hit me up.
Hey, Mike.
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram, or Twitter and Instagram, right here where you can see, where is it? Right there at 216_wildboy. Catch me in the spaces. Me, Cam, Ryan. We be hosting Best Damn Media Spaces. Catch us out there. We always outside. We're on several platforms. Make sure you click the link in the bio or right there in the description. Join the Best Damn Media Discord. I'm on there as well. Catch me here every Wednesday for the Fans Edge, every Sunday for our flagship show at Best Damn Media, Buckeye BS, and catch me every Saturday as well. Yeah. What about you, Diz?
Hey, you can always find me at Walt K Disney on every social media platform. And if you got something you want to add to the show or any comments, or if you want to be on the show, just go ahead and slide in those DMs. And make sure, again, you're hitting that like and subscribe and follow for the Best Damn Media content coming to you all week. And with that being said, I say we're out.
Holla at y'all. Y'all be easy. Appreciate y'all coming.